Hello everyone, today I am finally going to be ranking the songs on Mariah Carey's album, The Emancipation of Mimi. If you would like to skip right to my ranking, I will have a timestamp on the screen right here to where you guys can skip to. The entire video will be timestamped. If you want to skip around, just check down below in my description box. And now let's get into a couple quick disclaimers. Number one, this is just my personal opinion and interpretation of the songs. I'd love to hear yours down below. Just keep it respectful, please. I'm going to be reading on my phone as I always do. Sorry for any background noise or just particles that may occur throughout the video. Everything that I referenced to in this video I mentioned will be linked down below in my description if you're curious. Lastly, if I have anything else I forget to add, check down below. I might have a pinned comment, and let's get into it. At number 14, I have To the Floor featuring Nelly. I feel like objectively this has to be the worst song on the album. It just does nothing for me. The chorus is weak and monotonous. The instrumental isn't engaging in the slightest. Vocal delivery is boring to me, and I don't care for the song at all. It just feels very lazy to me, and it was incredibly hard for me to get through. Like, I struggled to get through this song, and there's just nothing redeeming about this song at all, and I wouldn't even like it as a solo song either. I think that compositionally it's just weak, and I do not care for it at all. And in fact, whenever I saw that people enjoy the song and they're like, what, like, how can you say it's the worst song on the album, I was shocked. I was like, wow, people actually like really like this song. Like, that was just something new to me. I remember I took a huge break from the song because I remember listening to it and not liking it, and I came back to it and I'm like, oh, is it as bad as I thought it was? Yes, it truly is. I cannot stand this song. And at number 13 is going to be Say Something featuring Snoop Dogg. I looked up the consensus on the song, and it seems like I have an unpopular opinion, at least from the places that I was reading from. It is here to me because I just feel like it's underwhelming. There's some nice parts sprinkled throughout, but as a whole, it is just missing that special something that a lot of her songs have for me. I will say that I found it to be a tad better when I listened to it again for this video, and it's not nearly as challenging to get through as To the Floor was, but I still just do not care for it. I think it's an easy listen. I can get why people would enjoy it. It is just not for me at all. And I feel like they could have put something together that was better than this, honestly. It pales in comparison to the other tracks for me. And at number 12 is going to be Get Your Number featuring Jermaine Dupri. I remember listening to the song and I didn't like it. Then I heard a mashup of it on Twitter with Two On by Tinashe, and I decided to revisit it, and it has grown on me, I will say. I still cannot stand Jermaine Dupri's part at all. It is just grating to me. It brings down the quality of the song, but I think that Mariah sounds terrific on here, and I enjoy her part enough to where I do listen to the song occasionally, but it just depends on the mood that I'm in. Half the time I skip it, half the time I listen to it. And I feel like this would have been better as a solo track. I would definitely enjoy it more, or if she had someone else on the hook, probably. I think it would improve the song, but that's how I'm feeling on it. At number 11 is going to be Your Girl. This song is good and I do enjoy it. I just like the other songs a lot more than this one. And at number 10 is going to be Joyride. This song is so enchanting. The instrumental is so soothing with a lush production, and I think that it's a very decent vocal performance too. At number 9 is going to be Mine Again. The vocal performance on here is beautiful, and this is a song that I don't necessarily find myself reaching for, but whenever I do listen to it, I do enjoy it. A lyric I love: it's irrelevant to dwell on the past. I'm accountable for what went bad, and I mean that. The bridge is excellent, and I think that the instrumentation and the ending bit is very pretty to listen to. Number 8 is going to be I Wish You Knew. Her vocals are lovely on this one. I just love the way that the song was put together. Truly world class, and I appreciate everything about it. At number 7 is going to be Stay the Night. I love this song so much. It is so ridiculously catchy. I just love everything that they did with it. The production is stunning. Just chef's kiss to this song. I feel like it hits harder every single time that I listen to it, and it's definitely one, the more that I listen to it, the more that I find it moving up my list for sure. At number 6 is going to be We Belong Together. She was robbed for Song of the Year at the Grammys for this. Even the DJ started playing it because he thought that she won the award at first. And I will have the video of that linked down below in the description if you have not seen it before. And some thoughts on this song: smash song, stayed at number 1 for 14 non-consecutive weeks. Billboard Song of the Decade. Stunning vocal performance. The song was done in one take, which is so incredibly impressive. I love her flow throughout the song. The production is top tier, and the background vocals on here are so good. Her background vocals in general are just amazing, and alone they are just a spectacle, and then you put them together with everything else, and it just unlocks something else. The music video is also so well done. She looks incredible on there. I love how it's connected with the It's Like That music video. So genius of them to do. And it's here because I prefer the new version that she released this year, the Mimi's Valentine's Mix. I just prefer the production on there, the instrumental, and just the arrangement way more. It just sounds very fresh. And so I just go to listen to that one. I made a playlist of this album. I put the extended mix in because that's the one that I go to. Also, I think that I've heard this song so many times that I've just gotten tired of it. But occasionally I do listen to it and I can enjoy it. But that's how I'm feeling about it. And I can completely understand why people would prefer this version over the new version that was released this year. But yeah. And now we're on to top 5. So I have One and Only featuring Twista. This is easily the best feature on the album. It is so well done. The way that they work together is just so seamless. It's amazing. And Twista's verse, it is excellent. He sounds so involved and hungry for it. I love the flow that he uses on here. The guitar is so pleasant to listen to, and the song just has such a great pocket overall. And I love the part 2 of the song that they did for the Ultra Platinum version as well. At number 4 is going to be Circles. The vocal performance on this one is outstanding. It has immaculate production. The bridge is fantastic. It has an amazing structure to it, and it feels very smooth, has lovely background vocals, and it has always been one of my favorites. And just every single time I listen to it, I just go somewhere else. It is so good. And at number 3 is going to be It's Like That featuring Jermaine Dupri and Fatman Scoop. This is how you do an opening track on an album. This is one of my favorite opening tracks of all time. It is that good. It sets the tone perfectly for everything that is to come with this album. I love the intro of the song and what she does whenever she performs it live. It is just such a moment. And I also have to mention the iconic lyric, "Them chickens is ash and I'm lotion." What she did with that, that's history. And I actually found a clip of her explaining it, which I found pretty interesting, so I'm going to put that right here.
Ash and lotion, I don't even know how it happened, but it was like, okay, here's the rationale. We're not saying, we're not calling somebody ashy. We're actually saying you actually are ash and we're lotion. So basically, like, you are the antithesis of us. Like, basically, we're talking to the guy, like, I'm talking to the guy, like, them chickens is ash and I'm lotion. You need to get rid of them and I'm the antidote. It's just to make the girls going out to the club that night feel good. I look at it as a feel-good lyric. Like, you're getting ready to go out, you're in the mirror, you don't know about this because you're not a girl. You just, guys just get dressed and go. Girls, we take time, we put on music we want to listen to, we get the makeup together, you be in the mirror like, them chicken is ash and I'm lotion, you know, getting ready to go out. I was like, we need to inspire the girls. You know what? Never did I think after all these years of writing songs and being like, no, I can't say that, no, that the them chickens is ash and I'm lotion is going to be the Grammy nominated song.
So hopefully it doesn't get copyrighted or anything. Hopefully it can stay in the video. I thought that was super interesting. If it does get copyrighted, I'll have it linked down below in the description for you guys to check it out. Also, I love how she references the album title and the lyrics too, and the music video for this is so extravagant and she knocked it out of the park. At number 2 is going to be Shake It Off. I love her energy on this song so much. It is just the fun anthem that we truly needed. The instrumental is perfect, the lyrics are great, and the music video is fantastic. I love the visuals so much, and the fact that she blocked herself from number 1 is truly legendary. Like, who else is doing it like her? Like, that is something to be noted. Shake It Off really did deserve to go to number 1. I guess that just shows the power of We Belong Together. And now into my number 1 song, my top pick, which is going to be Fly Like a Bird. As I've said before, I adore her gospel songs so much. She truly shows off everything that she can do with this one, with these vocals that are so glorious and angelic and heavenly, and they are very powerful to listen to. You can feel the soul and emotion that she pours into this song. I appreciate the choir here and how the song starts off and progresses throughout. It just holds a special place in my heart, and every single time I listen to it, I just feel like I'm in another world. It just really takes you somewhere else, I must say. And I do love the Grammys mashup of this song and We Belong Together. In her book about the song, she says, the song is really about how messed up the world is. Sometimes this life can be so cold. I pray you'll come and carry me home. It's about both difficulty and strength. I can't handle this life alone, but the Lord will help me through it. I'm so grateful to have memorialized Bishop forever with one of my songs that's most important to me. And now onto the ranking recap, which I'm going to have on the screen next to me, and just going over everything that I have discussed today. So I'm feeling good about where I have placed everything. Of course, as I listen to the album more, opinions can change. Like I said, I do listen to Stay the Night more than We Belong Together, but I just felt like having We Belong Together at 7 was a little bit too low, just because of everything that song did for her career. It was such a huge song. It is a great song compositionally, and I do like it, so that's why I decided to put it at number 6. And I just always debate back and forth on these and whatever, on what I'm going to put. On this one, I didn't really struggle for number 1. Fly Like a Bird, I was like, that has to be number 1, and this is one of the first ones I think I've done where number 1 and 2, I just don't feel like they can switch. Like, I love Shake It Off, I do listen to Shake It Off a lot, but I think objectively Fly Like a Bird is the best song on the album for sure. And now on to some facts about the album and some statistics as well. Carey explained that Mimi is a very personal nickname only used by those in her inner circle, and thus the title meant she was letting her guard down and inviting her fans to be that much closer to her. She thought that naming her album The Emancipation of Mariah Carey would be obnoxious. She opted to record the majority of The Emancipation of Mimi live alongside the band. The Emancipation of Mimi became Carey's highest-selling album in the US since Daydream 1995. In its first week of release, it debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 with 404,000 copies sold, the highest first week sales in Carey's career, until Equals MC Squared opened up with 463,000 in 2008. The Emancipation of Mimi was the best-selling album in the US in 2005 with nearly 5 million units sold. By the last full week of the year, the album outsold 50 Cent's The Massacre, which had been released more than 6 weeks earlier. It was the first album by a solo female artist to become the year's best-selling album since Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill in 1996. 10 months after its release, the album was certified 6 times platinum by the RIAA, and it reached its 6 million sales mark in the US in 2013. As of October 2011, The Emancipation of Mimi has sold 10 million copies worldwide. About the album in her book, Mariah says, "Thank God for the transformational Mimi era. I needed to have such massive success for the public to finally forgive me for the sin against humanity that was glitter. It was a triumph over the effed up people who were trying to harm me and use me. My family, Tommy, the record labels, the press, and various others. And it was a triumph over my own trauma and fear." She talks more about the album in her book in the Emancipation of Me chapter. I would highly recommend reading her book if you haven't already. It is truly a fantastic read. I really enjoyed it myself. And now onto my overall thoughts on the album. People really wrote her off after Glitter and Charm Bracelet, and she proved all of her naysayers wrong. This is one of the best comebacks of all time. This is my personal favorite comeback. She just really did what she had to do. I like this album a lot. There's impressive vocal performances, nice production, great instrumentation, good songwriting, and I love the album's atmosphere. This is a party record, this is a fun record, and there's also some more vulnerable moments on here which I can appreciate too. Like I've said before, the features are where it falls off for me. The only one that I like is with Twista, as I've said. The rest just feel lazy, underwritten, and like filler. And I think that when this album is good, it's really good. When it shines, it shines. There's some very high points on here, I must say. She truly looked incredible during this era. She was glowing, so many amazing looks, and I really like watching her interviews from this era as well. The Grammys snubbed her so hard for this album. I know that she got 3 awards, but they didn't even televise them because they don't televise the R&B category because they're racist, but we move. I think that she truly deserved to sweep all of the awards that she was nominated for. I've said it once and I'll say it again. The ultra platinum version of this cover, way better than the standard edition. At least that's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments. Another thing is Sprung and Secret Love would have been great on the standard edition. I'm pretty sure Mariah said on her Instagram that she wanted them to be on the standard version of the album. I definitely agree with her. I think that those are nice tracks. I like the extra songs on the Ultra Platinum Edition a lot, besides Make It Last All Night, What It Do, because that song just does nothing for me personally. The Vision of Love performance from BET Blueprint is so incredible. Link in the description if you've not seen it already. Definitely one of her best performances of Vision of Love to date. And that is going to be my thoughts on the album. If I have any else I forget to add, check down below. I might have pinned comments. And what do you guys think of this album? Do you agree with my ranking? Do you disagree? What are your favorite songs? What are your least favorite songs? How would you rank the songs? Also share your memories with the album as well. I would love to hear them down below in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, then definitely subscribe, because every month I pick a Mariah album and I rank all the songs on it. Next month I will be ranking the songs on Charm Bracelet, which I am definitely excited to do. I've also done a lot of videos on Mariah, which will be linked at the end of this video and down below in the description if you would like to check those out. out. And that's going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please be sure to give a like. It really helps me out in the YouTube algorithm. I would very much appreciate it. You can also subscribe to my channel down below to see more videos like this. If you hit the bell next to that, then you'll get a notification on your phone every single time I post a new video, so not miss when a new video comes out. And I'm also going to have my second channel. It's going to be the first link if you want to see more of me. Funnily enough, my last video I talked about the entire situation with Lotto and her sampling Genius of Love from the Tom Tom Club and Mariah, and just how that whole situation went and my thoughts on it. So definitely check that out if you're interested. And also I'm going to have my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Spotify if you'd like to follow me on there. Links to stream this album, of course. Such a great album. If you've never listened to this album, you definitely should. I would highly recommend it. Mariah is one of the best vocalists of all time, and what she did with this album is truly history. And lastly, I am going to have resources to educate you guys in important situations. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.